Yeah, you would go here usually from the heart of the mystery. One most worthy, you are late. Thing's voice is tranquil and unchanging. Her masked gaze stares out indifferently somewhere above your head. We've been waiting for you a long time, but the age of Earthfall has ended, and along with it, our patience. Earthfall? That's been so long ago. Minus 5,293. It's been ages. Secrets of creation will remain unknown. Leave. I solved all your puzzles, and now I demand my reward. Which seems kinda weird, given we have skipped all the puzzles. Who is here? You are not the one most worthy. You are not the one from whom we have waited. How dare you intrude into our lair and try to discover our secrets? You can ask, who are you again? Who are you waiting for? We are waiting for the one who is most worthy, the one who will solve the puzzles, the one who refused to follow their kin, the one who survived the Earthfall, the one to whom we will give our mask and name our avatar. Is it the storyteller? Because he was around during Earthfall, that much we know. And he's the one who refused to follow their kin. So I think that's it. Not for you. Who are you? We are the will of the great Areshkagal, the Demon Lord, the Faceless Sphinx, the Mistress of the Enigma. We are projection of her will. We are the gatekeeper, entrusted with opening the door to eternity for the one who is most worthy. I mean, just imagine solving all the puzzles and then you don't even get answers. You don't seem to see me. Are you blind? The Sphinx remains silent for a while, pondering her answer. We have been waiting here far too long. We have fallen into disrepair. Ooh, with the trickster mythic path, you could say, actually, I'm the one who is most worthy. I've just lost my voice recently. Be very curious to see that. Show the mask of nothing. I too am a conduit for Areshkagal's will. She ordered you to leave your post. The Sphinx turns her head and gazes so intently at your mask, as if she can actually see it. The silence drags on. Long minutes pass in silence. So, what about my reward? 10 minutes passed. The Sphinx slowly shakes her head in bewilderment, and then turns to you. Is there? You are not the one most worthy. You are not the one for whom we've waited. How dare you intrude our lair and try to discover our secrets? I don't think we can do much. Let's try the bluffing. You're wrong. I'm the one who is most worthy, the one from whom you've been waiting. The Sphinx wanders in confused silence. The silence goes on. I deserve a reward, and I'll get it, by force if needed.
You can handle them. Right.
So I think otherwise we will just wait forever. The projection is actually not that strong. Who are you? You look at the ghost expectantly, but he is silent and motionless. He seems stunned, unable to comprehend what has happened. Then suddenly, the ghost springs into action. With one swift movement, he grabs the mask and rips it off his face. I feel like we shouldn't keep those masks. This is the first time you've seen the ghost's face. He looks pale and haggard, but his dark eyes burn with stubbornness and strength. I've been imprisoned by that cursed Sphinx for thousands of years. Now, I'm finally free. There will be no more encounters with wandering travelers. I will never again have to lure them into a trap with the promise of great mysteries. Oh, it's the ghost which we met over and over again. I will never have again to lure them. Oh yeah. I must reward you for my freedom, adventurer. Although I've been dead for thousands of years, I was once a thief, and a good thief always has some loot stashed away. Take this as a token of my gratitude. Item received. Mask of the Most Worthy. You did not gain access to the secrets of creation. You have given me the gift of freedom. I was once known as Kenny the Stubborn, thief of secrets. Thank you for releasing me from imprisonment. It's the companion of the storyteller. We can also comment on that. Wait, so you're Kenny? Kenny the thief? You're the one who escaped the enslavement of the Cyclops and hid from the abyss. An elf called the Storyteller told me about you. He said you were his friend. Storyteller? I do not know who goes by that name, but... Ghost falls silent, lost in thought. I believe I know the person you are talking about. He turns his face away, overcome with emotion. My friend, the one I betrayed. Can it be that he still lives? If what you say is true, I am sad that he will not have the chance to meet. My time in the material plane is coming to an end. I can feel my life slipping away. Your friend is still alive. Is there anything you would like me to tell him? Anything I want to tell him. The ghost considers this for a while. What is there to say? That I regret what I did to him even though I do it again? That I'd never had a better friend? Seems kind of contradicting, right? The ghost shakes his head, and then as quietly, tell him that in all my life I never had anything more delicious than that spiced mulled wine we used to drink together in his tower. Well, that's random. What will happen to you now? Who knows? I've been the prisoner of horrible demon lord for thousands of years. Will I join the River of Souls like everyone else? Will I stand trial before Pharasma? If I do stand trial, where will I be sent? I do not know the answer to any of these questions, but it doesn't really matter. Whatever happens, it cannot be worse than what I've already suffered. Now that you are no longer bound by the spell, can you tell me why you were captured? What purpose did you serve Areshkagal's plan? Capturing the storyteller, I guess. Areshkagal forced me to play this game of questions and answers with travelers. She never told me the reason for my imprisonment. I can only tell you my theory. I think that all of this, riddles, the talking ghosts, that appear in strategic locations, was designed to whet curiosity for those who reach for the unknown. In other words, it was bait. And the bait was meant to lure them here. The ghost falls silent, then, just in a low voice. It is possible that she had another goal in mind. The faceless Sphinx finds pleasure in subduing powerful seekers of knowledge. And my friend, the one you call Storyteller, was a powerful archmage unlike any other. Perhaps Areshkagal believed that he would enter the heart of the mystery to save me. Should the promise of great knowledge fail to sway him, I would be the perfect bait to lure him into the trap. If that was the plan, things didn't go the way she hoped. Even the most cunning demon lords make mistakes. Your freedom awaits. Farewell. Farewell to you too, adventurer, and thank you. I don't know, like, with cheating, it was kind of nice, short quest, but I think doing all those riddles just to see that there's not really answers to be found, I think that would be very disappointing. Let's take the brew potions one. Escort. So level up the others. Hey, level 19, we're almost at the end. Which Which makes it even harder to believe how much trouble we have with some fights playing on easy or normal. I don't know. I'm glad you cheated, would have been such a drag otherwise. I think so too. I think I wouldn't have done that. So, let's leave. Ooh.
Beautiful.
Ancient Ghost. I think that's kind of buggy cause I skipped things. Anyway. Because I mean that's the ghost we met and freed. Okay. Where's the exit? Here it is. So, I would say, let's go back to Drezen.
Here we go.
And get a well-deserved long rest. Healing up and everything. Quick look. Fitness of Freedom, we got some Azatas. Strengthen the chain of command. And let's eat. Let's also have a look at our troops. Where are the Azatas? Here they are. Here we go. Just want to have a look. I think we have a few of those, or the Hedge Knights, but I don't think they are that strong, actually. On the other side, they are level 6. Probably of the Hell Knights, I guess? I don't know. Would be awesome to just have, like, more slots, you know? Anyway, let's travel back. And evade. Don't want to do more random encounters. I mean, another question is like, what quest to do next? You're definitely not going to do the Midnight Isle DLC quest. City of Locusts. Also, very nice name. Sounds very Deskari influenced. We could go to the court and just cheat to win the fight. I think I will do that. Yeah. Story-focused gameplay. Because I mean, last time it wasn't even close. Huh. Sosiel? Ellen of the Hound Hearts. Ellen looks calm, but determined. We protect them and everything. Commander, I'm glad to see you return from the Abyss. Alright, here's the deal. See, like it's straight to the point. While we are at the Abyss, these folks discovered where the souls are being kept, the ones that were stolen by the demons. Well, I wouldn't say we discovered it exactly. I may be a cleric, but there are limits to my power, especially here in the Worldwound. However, we do know the general location. When I was looking for the souls, I had a vision. I saw a rock that looked like gravestone, and beneath it was an entrance to a cave. I know that the rock is on the outskirts of the Winged Wood. It was not difficult to recognize the ancient forest. It's been burning for decades, and in an unquenchable fire started by the demons. I'm certain that this is where the souls are being held, but I don't know what awaits us beneath that rock. Anyway, Ellen and I have decided to go there, find the souls, and rough up any demon or cultist that gets in our way. And we'd love to have your help. I love that you can just ask again. So you really don't know it? What exactly happened to the bodies of these trapped souls? We are going to move them to Kenabres when the Queen evacuated the city, but we couldn't. It was too dangerous to transport them. The clerics needed to focus all their efforts on sustaining the lives and health of the victims. There were armies of demons roaming the roads, so we stayed in Drezen. Ellen's brave friends protected the bodies. They defended the infirmary in your absence. Many of them were grievously wounded, but they succeeded in their task. Nice. Right, I mean, of course I'll help you. Ellen nods. I'll leave at once. I'll scout the area and keep watch on the cave and its surroundings. I'll share my findings when you arrive. My heartfelt thanks for your help, Commander. Then I should return to my duties as cleric. I have much to do in Drezen. Oh, and I'm just itching to give my blade a taste of the soul-stealing cultists. But the most important thing is that we save the victims. And that's exactly what we're going to do. That we save, not saved. Thank you, Logan Aldori. I just want you to know I already appreciate your help. I know these cultists are our enemies anyway, but I'm glad that you're not going to ignore the plight of ordinary people, like the ones who were robbed of their souls. How cruel would it be to do that? Ah, Jana Aldori. The one I share my last name with. A figure approaches you, but it takes a moment to recognize who it is. Jana, the ill-fated deserter from the Eagle Watch. She looks very different from the last time you saw her. She's calm and collected, though her face is a little pale and you notice a scar on her right temple, jagged and fresh. Jana! Sila beams at her friend. You're here! Yeah, I'm here. Jana falters, and then blurts out, Sila, how can you be smiling at someone who faked you? I thought you'd never want to see me again. I mean, I definitely give you a piece of my mind once we're in private. Sila pretends to look stern. Pretends. But I'm really glad you're okay. Sila's words bring a small smile to Jana's lips. Then the former deserter turns to you. Well, let me tell you why I'm here. I have business with you, or rather, a request. Commander... Jana hesitates, continues resolutely. I know about the stolen souls. I want to help you search for them. I've come to ask if you will let me join you and Sila on this mission. Please, give me another chance. Why exactly do you want to join us? I think it's the best question. Because I can't stand by into nothing, Jana exclaims vehemently. This entire story began between us, with our League of the Inspiring Card. Then I got cold feet and abandoned you. And then you saved me in the Molten Scar. If I don't help you now, I feel like I've been written out of my own life story. Is that a good reason to do that? I mean, even though Logan is quite trusting, I think asking how he should trust her after what happened is still a thing he would do. How exactly can I trust you? How do I know that you've changed? Last time we fought demons together, you ran away. You abandoned us, and you deserted your unit. People can change, Sila says quietly. All I have is my word. Jana meets your gaze resolutely. My words and my desire to redeem myself. But it's your decision. Very well. I give you a chance to redeem yourself. Go with Alan and help him. We'll meet you there. Really, I won't let you down. You're not just saving a cart full of booze this time. This is much more important. That just means we have to succeed. Failure is not an option. What a development. Woodruff seems unusually quiet as he approaches, his hands in his pockets and his tail flicking nervously behind him. He seems to be looking everywhere except at you. Hey, Chief? When you've got a minute, I got to tell you something. Interesting that we just... okay, I thought just looking at the start of both options like both is a no. I'm sorry, but I'm really busy now. Come back this evening and I promise I'll give you my undivided attention. He tries to play cool, but he still can't bring himself to look at you. Right. I'll, later then. He nods Still not looking at you, bites his lip and leaves the room in a hurry. Ulbrig still being a bundle of anxiety. Ah, adorable. Captain Odin. Do I remember how I voiced him like a month ago? No. Well. Commander. Glad to see you back at the head of the military council. A decision is required of you more urgently than ever. Here's the situation. We don't have an army in the strictest sense, and the enemy is putting up much more of a fight than previously. Judging by the reports, the demons are relying less and less on the armies of their mortal servants, and the power of simple blades, and more on magic and dark sorceries. We must respond in kind by bolstering our forces with expert spellcasters. My voice is dying. I'm prepared to send an order to Kenabres at once, requesting the necessary reinforcements. I propose we support our army with bardic magic. The best magic, if you ask Logan. And also me. Bards learn all kind of spells on their travels, and their songs can inspire our warriors and give them strength to fight. These demons know their vile magic, but I know something stronger than that, the power of the gods. We need some war priests in our army. Their spells will chase away the darkness and heal the wounded. We would do well to invite monks into our army. They've been hardened by a lifetime of training, and even demonic corruption cannot harm them. If you're in need of mages versed in the art of killing, you should contact the Daggermark Poisoners Guild. Their alchemists are second to none when it comes to making deadly poisons or utilizing them in battle. Sorcery is a foul business. Let the Orglins cut their evil spells. There's no reason for us to welcome sorcerers with open arms. Oh, Ulbrig. You're engaged to, well, basically a mage. You'd be better off calling upon the druids. They know how to fight against fey illusions, Oglin magic, and all other vile things. I mean, we already heard the opinions of our advisors. It's promoting the church guards, the ones I didn't use so far. Make them into war priests, into monks, assassins, druids. You know what? I want to see what they can do. Okay, bards are still melee. Aura of superiority. Nice. Anyone who's ranged? Probably not. Assassins. Ooh, damage 47 to 50. Yikes. Kinda like the assassins. Monks? Meh. War priests? How strong are the druids? How they can cure wounds. What can the bards do? Let's take the bards. I think that would be Logan's choice. Bards will inspire our warriors. Great. Of course, not every bard is willing to brave the battlefield, but I will personally select the most courageous ones. They'd be a great boon to our troops' morale. I will send a letter to Kenabres immediately, requesting a group of spellcasters to be sent to our aid. I'm certain they will arrive soon, Commander.
Can we rest now? No?
Oh, Lady Konami, my
How about now?
favorite! Lady Konami doesn't look nearly as confident or bold as before. Commander, that mage sounds less arrogant. Commander, what a blessing it is to have you back. Meneth is in need of your help. There's been a revolt in Nerosian. The disgruntled nobles are completely out of control. They proclaimed the Royal Council dissolved and arrested several of its members. Many politicians were accused of collaborating with the demons. Some were executed, others were torn apart by the crowd. The first treasurer had fled. There's fighting in the streets between mercenaries hired by the aristocrats and the guard, who is loyal to the Royal Council. Drezen has received letters from the insurgents, as well as from the loyal servants of the crown, requesting your support. But both the Royal Council and I have faith that you will elect to defend the legitimate authority. This faith is not misplaced, is it? Lady Konami regards you with a devotion you've never seen in her before. I wonder why. Cause like shit is going down. If the powerful have gone mad and are spilling blood in the streets, there's only one force that can stop them: the Church. We'll appeal to the clerics to intervene in this conflict. Their voices will be heard. Why would we bother saving the Royal Council, so it can keep pushing us around? I propose we publicly support the nobles. If a few esteemed elders were to depart from the council, it would be a terrible loss for the nation. Though that sounds kind of fun, Logan is not really supporting of noble houses and like birthright for power. The politicians have neglected their duty, but maybe the soldiers won't. There's got to be some honest generals left in Mendev. We asked them to bring their troops to the capital and put an end to the unrest. I know a thiefling, Zarek. She's from the River Kingdoms. She was saying something about a young state over in the Stolen Lands that managed to cobble together a proper, cohesive nation from a bunch of riffraff. Pretty slick, considering how tricky it was to make them not hate each other's guts. Want to invite them to help us? Patch things up? Which is, by the way, I guess another reference to Pathfinder Kingmaker. The previous title. By the way, if you would like to see me stream Pathfinder Kingmaker sometime soon, feel free to let me know either in the chat or the comments. But first things first, we still have this game. So, Nerosian first demanded, but now is asking. The situation in the capital must really be grim. You are absolutely right, Commander. I admit the Royal Council hasn't shown you the proper respect and amicability. I myself brought this to their attention on numerous occasions. Economy's posture is full of repentance. But trust me when I say that none of them wished you ill, and they all shared the unshakable belief that you were the savior of our nation. Aha. I don't know. I mean, changing to the nobles doesn't sound like things will get better, right? Like military intervention could be nice. I think I actually like the Wojcic's idea the best. It sounds kinda like the diplomatic approach. Wojcic, send letters to the River Kingdoms. Mendev needs their help. I drop a line to Zarkik to say she doesn't... Well, wait. I drop a line to Saki. It's not a C, another C. So she doesn't get us some random nobody. She should find, like, the best advisor there. Maybe, like a counselor. Sounds neat, huh? A foreign counselor has arrived in the capital to give everyone responsible and a good whooping. What if they are a troll or something? The River Kingdoms is one wacky place, you know? I apologize once more for all the misunderstandings we've had in the past, Commander. I thank you and I won't take any more of your time. As soon as the situation in Erosian changes, I will immediately convene the Diplomatic Council to give you a full report. You really did a 180. Doglinda Stranglehood. The one-eyed one, right? Doglinda is looking at you with undisguised awe. Well, I'll be. You really did come back from the abyss itself. Commander, you amaze me. Well, if you're doing miracles now, maybe you can pull your logistics out of the abyss while you're at it. Because in your absence, that's exactly where it's gone, all the way to the bottom. We have a shortage of, quite literally everything. Don't take this as a sedition, Commander, but I give it to you straight. Right now, there's no way of acquiring anything legally. The Majesty squeezed all she could out of Mendev to march on Is, and we've been left with a bunch of measly crumbs. Wow, and then she's surprised that Drezen fell? The Queen. Fortunately, I have some of my old connections in Mendev. The nation has been in chaos for the last few months. Without the Queen watching over them, everyone's taking anything that's not laid down. But I know how to make sure we got something out of all this madness. Just a bit here and there. Wojcic rubs his hands, smiling broadly. This is it. This is my time to shine. We got a clever little scheme. I've been cooking it up for a long time, and now I'm finally gonna put it into action. Oh, we hit it big. You just give me the go-ahead. Is he going to explain what he wants to do? Has everyone in Mendev truly turned to stealing? I just can't believe it. But if we manage... wait. But if we have no choice... You know, war has claimed many lives. Deserted villages, abandoned houses, menace of noble lineages that have been cut short. If they don't belong to anyone now, maybe we could take them. I don't like this. I get this isn't the time to be squeamish, but joining in on the plundering of Mendif, that's too low. If we can't avoid it, let's sell our own spoils on the black market instead of stealing. Yeah, it kind of feels wrong, right? Unlocks the tricky steel. I would say it sounds like morally somehow right to choose the limited one, so... Usually, we limit ourselves to abandoned property. Thank you. It doesn't belong to anybody after all, so we won't be doing any harm, right? I really can't stress this enough. We're in a right bind here. We're doing everything we can to resolve it, but I've no doubt this council will need to reconvene again shortly. Gosh, so many meetings. Commander, permission to report. Captain Harmeton looks worried. The army's disposition is growing dangerous. More and more soldiers express their distrust toward you and your mythical powers. They grumble on the lack of understanding of where you are leading them and what your plan is. What's worse, the worry have once again emerged among the officers. They're adding fuel to the fires of sedition, and we've already had cases of direct insubordination. You have to win back the trust of the soldiers forthwith, or else the army will be paralyzed. Some privates have already refused to march into battle. I suggest that we make your strategy clear by setting up a bulletin board. It could have a new statement with your name on it every week. Every 2 weeks, you could invite delegates from your soldiers to ask any questions they may have. It actually sounds like a really good idea. It feels like the soldiers are discouraged and dismayed. We should embolden them by reminding them that the crusade is about more than just death and danger. This is a time of camaraderie and valor too. Maybe we could adorn the city with an inspiring monument or two. The kind that lifts your spirit whenever you walk by. I think that could feel as mocking. Soldiers have the right to ask their general questions, but they have not the right to disobey orders simply because their curiosity isn't being satisfied. They are committing sabotage, and the penalty for sabotage is a court-martial. We build new taverns for our soldiers and pour them free beer on the commander's behalf. That's the easiest way to win their love. Also a fun idea. I'm going to go with the captain's advice. Captain Harmeton, give the order to set up a bulletin board. I'm glad to be of service. I'll tell the soldiers to choose their own delegates. You have the text of your first address to our troops on your table today.